So now, starting here at the rear of the car, one of the very first things we want to look at, and I'll get my hand out of the shadow, you should see 3 sets of dimples. 1, 2, 3. I'll come back to this when we actually cut them, but we're going to be cutting at the middle dimple on both sides. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We're going to cut right at the middle. I'm going to show you that as we get there. Now, one of the very first things you're going to do, and I'm going to grab a large hose clamp, is I'm going to take a large hose clamp and put it around the pipe, because that allows me to make sure that I make an even mark. So get yourself a medium to large hose clamp, put it around this pipe, and then use a pencil to mark all the way around on both sides. Okay. All right, so I've still got the hose clamp on this side because I just wanted to show you what this looked like. Just tightened it down so it's nice and straight all the way around the pipe, and then draw a really bold pencil line. You can always use a permanent marker or whatever you got handy. On this side, you can see my line already that's here. It goes right through those middle dimples. Wow. Now, all right, so now let's roll up and go to the other end, and we're going to start detaching your midpipe. All right, so here we are up at the top. You've got 1, 2, 13 millimeter nuts on both sides of your midpipe. So go ahead and pull those off, which is going to get your pipe essentially free. We're going to take the mid-body brace after that. You've got your mid-body hanger right here, which has a 13 millimeter bolt in it that's holding this in place. And then you come down and you have these 13 millimeters here, forgive the strobing of my light, 1, 2 underneath my magnet, 3 on each side. These deeper ones that are underneath, don't take those out. So it's just 3 on this crossbody brace. Okay, so once you pull the mid-body hanger, this pipe will be pretty much laying on your crossbody brace. So when you pull that off, you can pull this whole thing off. Sorry, one quick addition. There's 2 hangers. There's the mid-body hanger over here, and then there's this hard point that's not on a traditional flexible hanger. Go ahead and take that off as well. Now, one other thing you're going to want to do is you have your hanger. You've got a solid metal hanger up there that replicates the metal hanger of that, but you've got this flexible hanger here. So you're going to want to grab this and work it off this post and transfer it to the new one. But next steps are transfer the hanger, and then we're going to start moving your 2 upper pipes, the straight and the curved. We're going to move them underneath and get them hung up. All right, so once you're underneath, you can actually hang the longer and curved top piece first, because it has this bracket right here. So just put it up and over the posts. Now on both sides, you've got gaskets. Now, being that this is a brand new car, those gaskets are going to be in great shape. If for whatever reason you had a little bit older car, I've definitely replaced those silver gaskets you can see on both sides if they get a little bit chewed up. So you can see I've got the new mid-body brace on by 1 bolt just to kind of hold it in place, right? I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it or anything else. Now, I'm going to take the longer pipe and put it up and over the top of this, hold up the mid-body brace, and then put in the additional bolts on this side to help hold it all into place. Go ahead and put those 13 millimeter nuts back in just to hold the pipes in place. And these Torque clamps, you'll want to slide on to the pipe first and then slide them down. Now, mine are still loose, but you can start to slide them over the joins, right? They get over the join here, over the join there. I've got that mid-body hanger right there. I've got that nut on just kind of loosely, just enough to hold it all into place. And if we slide down to this end, I've got the 2 Torque clamps here as well. Now, the thing I really appreciate about Active Autowerke is that these are 13 millimeter nuts as well on the Torque clamps, so you don't have to change tools or anything else like that. But now, what we need to do is work on fitment. And what I mean by that is that there are no rubs, nothing where it's touching the metal, where when it vibrates, it's going to buzz. Now, also in addition, make sure that you've got your Torque clamps in a position where not only are they easy to get to, but they're not sticking down or in a strange position, or like if the flange was on this side, it might hit up against your heat shield. So this is where you want to make sure that nothing is touching, and in addition, it's not touching when you vibrate it a little bit, right? You know, if car's moving or there's something going on, you don't want the pipe, you know, if it's a millimeter away, if it's vibrating, it's going to touch. Once you've got good clearance all the way around, tighten everything down. You can tighten down your 12s at that end, you can tighten down your hangers, you can tighten down the Torque clamps. Now, walk through, double check all of your fitment again, from the head to the tail, all the way down. We get all the way down here to the Torque clamps at this end. Make sure that everything is tight, you've got good clearance across all of your pipes. And if so, then you're done. So you can put your car back on the ground, go ahead and fire it up and test it, and make sure that it's all good to go.